It's time.
F versus D.
Battle of the Summoner's Spell Flash Key. Team comps here, look, I'm going to have to say I side with Fakers. We're not going to analyze this too much, like I said before, but I think this comp is busted.
It's what you're here for, Wolf.
Nah, I'm here to just
You're here to bring a hard-hitting analysis.
I'm here to explain the
Didn't
Mundo
even
rules.
mention
And then
the Freljord combination.
I'm here to just explain the Mundo rules and then get the player wrong. That's what I'm here for.
We almost got Jhin support. Faker.
Whoa, a rare Faker double miss.
Ooh, maybe a little rusty here for the old man in the mid lane. As Dudu, he is going to dash once again, does not have his ultimate available, but now he's getting dove under the turret, but he is so tanky as that arrow's just going to sail wide. Morgan taking way too much damage and hit away, but Faker is not going to miss this time around, and he should have been able to sweep them up, but Toby at least going to trade one back somehow under the turret.
Timing of that parry almost perfect as well, as Chovy will pick up Rod of Ages here at 14 minutes, so 24-minute mark to have that fully stacked and to get the extra level. It's a pretty nice timing to have this one. Just like old League of Legends, you want to build that as soon as possible.
Oh.
Barrel! Where is he coming from?
Where did he come from? Oh, man. Okay, well, this guy's dead. Poor Deft. Viper doing a good job of baiting that with his heal.
He did not die as those get stacked up.
Yep, that's also a thing in the bottom lane here. As, okay, maybe going to try for a bit of a dive down on the bottom side. The arrow to be used as well as the flash. Barrel going to try to eat the root, but they both get hit, and now they're both just totally destroyed here. Viper also going to go down. Very nice play.
Don't think Dudu gets punished, but that's going to be second break going over to Team Deft. Damage against the Sejuani. Obviously, Willer's ult being down. Cuz, speaking of ults, looking for a trap on the Viper.
He's trying to get in there. Viper is going to be rooted up. This guy is totally gone. He does not have flash. He doesn't this, but of course, with all the melee tops, it feels like Sejuani just goes up in value even that much more.
She's got the speed boost from the brush as well.
Oh no, Morgan totally baited out here. The riposte not going to work out well for him. He is just gone. The damage way too much.
Caught this Team Faker there after that.
And they say, okay, well, let's just do the Baron. I mean, they have a bunch of turrets. They have an Ashe as well. It's a lot of damage coming in, but Vision given over to the side of Team Deft as the knockup. Dude is doing such a good job of keeping Cuz out of the pit. That is going to be Baron on the side of TF, as now in goes Faker, but he's all alone and immediately gets stunned. Trying to go for the TikTok highlight, but unfortunately. Okay, that's an insane amount of damage. Toby just flashing on top of Viper, his former teammate. He's like, yo, what's good? Welcome back. In goes Faker. He's got a nice one. Gets riposted again, and the damage not quite there. They finally are able to kill Deft. As now they're trying to play the long game. They're trying to use that sustained damage, but Toby is such a monster right now that I'm not sure that you really can. Some really nice poke on the side of Team Faker. Some of what the Fiora can do in team fights as well. And with some of the new itemization, you know, you can kind of be anywhere. As Faker now, speaking of anywhere, he was about to get reposted for the third time by Morgan. He's getting dunked by Morgan in this game. As Peter, you know, he's in a lot of trouble here. He's not dying somehow.
He survives a long time here.
He's actually immortal. Just karma things, I guess, as now he's going to get another speed up here. He is going away, trying to avoid the Naga, but eventually everything else, you know, not to mention the extra level, not to mention the stats that you get from it. He's just flashing in. Look at Barrel's health bar. It's nearly gone, and he's so tanky. Did he go too far is the question, as Deft is going to snipe Barrel from downtown, but huge stunts coming in from the side of Team Faker, and they will put two of them in the dumpster. They turn this one around. Toby this time overestimating his power. They also didn't even have Morgan, but he can just walk at them and be a little bit less aggressive in that case. As the arrow, everything onto Cuz. He eats so much of the damage, and that's actually really good for the side of Team Deft. As in goes Faker, he's going to hit two of them. Does a crazy amount of damage to Peter, but it's not a great follow-up.
Yeah, no follow-up on the Maokai ult here either.
Space, I suppose. Gets his team positioning now. Chovy pretty low. In goes Cut, and he steals it away with the flash smite. And these smites, man.
His smite just came up. He used it on the Scuttle. Morgan's trying to win the game, meanwhile. So Dudu isn't here. That's one of their best tools here in this fight. He's not here.
Yeah, and they kind of forcing them into a fight as well. They don't want them to go back and deal with the Fiora, as now Fiora, here comes Morgan. He's level 18 too. He's looking for the big wraparound here. He is going to be spotted, but I'm not sure that that matters. He is a little bit ahead of his team, but he's still looking to get this angle onto Faker and Beryl specifically, as over the wall he goes.
He's got Grand Challenge too. I mean, he is going to rip somebody to shreds.
It's kind of difficult for him to go in 1v4, though. He really needs his team to back him up, and it looks like they're going to need this yet, as now he's going to lead the charge into this one as he's trying to get into the pit. He does not have Blast, and it is going to go the way of Team Faker. Tudu in the back line just doing so much work on the beater, but he doesn't quite want to go in all alone, and the threats on the side of Team Deft are insane. They're looking to move in. Deft over the top. We're going to get that damage on the Viper, not quite able to land it. Cuz still looking to lead the charge, but he's taken huge chunks now from Faker, and he is the one that has to run away now. That tank not quite so tanky.
There's a lot of peel for him. Faker sitting on sums too.
Okay, here we go. This is one way to get straight in your opponent's face, as they're just going to rise ult in, and they're going to find Peril on the backside. Down he goes immediately. They get in range, and they're able to burst them insanely. Here's the knockback now onto Viper. He is in huge trouble, and this is exactly the team fight that Team Deft were looking for. As down should go Dudu. Well, he is Cassante, so he's just going to get away, I suppose. Maybe.
Trying to push mid in the meanwhile.
The flash is going to come in. Faker going to miss that one. Stopwatch comes out anyway. Who's going to win this? Faker flashing the Q. He does an insane amount to Chovy, forces him away, and continues the push.
But the base is open. I don't think Faker could defend this. He's not back.
They have to back.
He's so late on it.
Are there any minions there? It doesn't look like there are.
Nope.
That's actually going to help here. Is it enough, though, is the question. As Morgan gets in, tries to zone away Faker, and they should have enough here now. As Sejuani goes down, Willer not enough. And the Nexus will be taken here by Team Deft in game number 1.